Hello and welcome. My name is Monica Boyu. I live in Nairobi, Kenya, in East Africa. Welcome to my journey of prayer, faith, and healing, and let's walk together. In my last episode, I talked about my training as a chaplain. This training played a role in my recovery as well. I actually practiced what my training was about on myself. So I was my first practical case. Apart from that, this week I did something exciting. For the longest time, I had been looking for a good pair of elbow crutches, but for a while they're not very easy to come by in Nairobi. In fact, my first pair of crutches, because we had no experience with these things, I actually bought some used crutches, because those ones I was told they were strong enough and I can be assured of them supporting my weight, unlike buying brand new crutches that we were not sure of. And actually, I have seen in reality crutches that would even give up on weight and would curve, which is very dangerous to somebody who is already having some injuries. So in my search, I even went to buy a pair of new crutches from one of the Chinese malls in Nairobi. And I got a pair, but this pair, I could not even adjust the height of the crutches, given that my height is 5'5", and I could not get it to adjust to that level. So I bought one that I had to take to an outdoor motor vehicle garage, and they had to drill holes. For example, like on my new crutch here, they had to drill additional holes upward so that I could move this to there to get for me to be able to at least get it to my approximate height to be able to walk properly with the crutches. So in my long search for crutches, an acquaintance, finally I met an acquaintance who gave me a contact in Nairobi where I could purchase good crutches. And so this week I went there to purchase my crutches, and this is what I got. These are open cuff crutches. They even have this for this reflector at night. If I'm walking or probably in a dark place, somebody can easily see my crutches or see me. You can see how even this is shaped. They are very ergonomically structured crutches. And these ones are manufactured in Germany. They are very, very comfortable. Even this place for holding is very smooth, and strangely when it gets wet, the hands are not slippery. The previous ones that I had either had some sponge-like material, which again gets discolored from the dirt, grease, and you can't clean it very well to get it quite clean. These ones I just need to wipe them with a disinfectant and they're good to go, unlike the previous crutches. So I'm very happy about this German technology of crutches. So, away from crutches now, let's get back to my journey of prayer, faith, and healing. So, 7 days prior to the tentative time that I was to leave the hospital, all my intravenous medication was stopped gradually, and all the injectable medications that I was using was also stopped, except for one that I was getting through the abdominal muscles, which I continued even after leaving the hospital. Even the pain management medicines were stopped, and I was now using either tablets, capsules, or opioid patches, including the antibiotics. Also, now I just had to take it in form of tablets. And so that was my gradual move now from move and preparation from hospital to home. Also, another preparation was that we had to engage again a caregiver who was a very young, nice, sweet, nice lady, young lady. She liaised with my doctor, and the doctor, they discussed about what I will need for my home care, for my home care services, and that meant purchase of items that were needed for my needs at home, such as mobility tools, that is wheelchair, a rolling walker, crutches, wound care management supplies like gloves, gauze, sanitizers, cotton wool, etc. So many things involved. We also purchased some surgical spirit for disinfectants, pulse monitor, blood pressure monitor, thermometer, air mattress. For the air mattress was going to help me also, because even at the hospital, I was using an air mattress in order to reduce the chances of pressure sores. And also, again, I was given what do you call it? Prescription for therapy in the hospital. And the therapy sessions also again were not very pleasant. I remember my first and second therapy were being conducted by a male physiotherapist, and I don't know if it was the masculine touch or what it was, but the pain was so much that after the 2 physiotherapy sessions, I asked if I requested that I needed a female physiotherapist, because the male physiotherapist ones were so painful. If I may demonstrate with this little piece of tissue that I have here, assuming these are my legs that had been bandaged for almost 4 weeks, 3 weeks, completely bandaged, and now the bandages had been removed. And so for the exercise, he would come and just do and stretch, fold and stretch, and this point was so painful. I felt like actually I just told him, please, please, I'm just recovering from fractures. Don't get me another fracture, because it felt like he was actually breaking my bones. But it wasn't really my bones that were being broken. The muscles had become so stiff and they had stiffened and in that straight position. So the physiotherapy was meant to relax those muscles so that I can bend my knees. Apart from that, again, there were also exercises to help me to regain the mobility of my muscles because they had completely gone. There was no muscular action anymore, and that was to bring back the physiotherapy sessions were to bring my mobility back. But the remaining sessions, I can assure you, they were done by female physiotherapists and not a male physiotherapist. And probably I rejected him, but maybe he could have been the best, I don't know. But I preferred the feminine touch to the masculine touch. So that's what I have for you for today. Join me on the next one. Kindly share my video, like my video, comment on my video. Until next time, bye-bye.